Welcome to the One Shot Wonderarium. It's me, Tony. And as always with me, I've got a couple of folks who are willing to play a game they've never played before, that I've never played before. We're playing Hometown Holiday this week. As always, at the One Shot Wonderarium, Tony has too many TTRPGs and not enough friends, so we're here to fix that. This week, actually, though, I've called on some friends. Because you probably shouldn't reach out to strangers on the internet and ask them to flirt with you. That generally goes poorly. So, great question. We're going to move past that one, though, for obvious reasons. We are playing Hometown Holiday, which is a system built to make effectively Hallmark movies. And it is created by Nick Tourville. Tourville is how I'm going to pronounce it. You can find them on itch.io at kidnick.itch.io if you want to get yourself a copy of this game, if you really like it and you want to play it. We have reflavored this game. Blood, you and Beth need to be... Okay. That's okay. I'll keep going while you work on it. Don't worry too much. So the whole point is to do a Hallmark movie. A lot of those are around the holiday season, the Christmas, Hanukkah, like December holiday season. But we are not in December when we're recording this. We're in February. I did have to check and make sure we're still in February, but we're still in February for a little while longer. And we wanted to play a game closer to Valentine's Day. So we reflavored it just slightly to be about Valentine's Day. And our players will be in the sleepy town of Mocha, Massachusetts, which has a gigantic Valentine's Day celebration each year that culminates on Valentine's Day, called the Mocha Matchmaker's Midnight Masquerade. I wrote myself into a corner with that one. We're going to have some fun with it. I'll repeat it one more time. The Mocha Matchmaker's Midnight Masquerade. We're going to say it real fast later on, so make sure you get it right now. And our love interest of today's show is Lee. Lee was studying in the big city when they got the call. Their parents are both in the hospital with an illness, and they need to come back. They're stable, but they're in a plot-timed coma, as it were, right? So nothing that we have to be out of game too worried about, but enough that it is the reason why Lee needs to be back in town and running their chocolate shop before the biggest holiday of the season. Their shop, of course, is called Dreamy Delights. Now, Lee, as you might guess, is your very, very, but then I would say not very typical, but is a classic love interest. They're generic enough that they hit all the right boxes for everybody. But in different lights, they can kind of be something different, right? So we're not going to describe Lee too much, other than to say they're genuinely, an 8 for everybody, right? At minimum. So, after having set up a little bit, let's start with, I think, one of the characters who is going to be really, really important to this story. By the way this game works, I should make sure and let you guys know. The way this game works is each of our players, minus one, but we'll get to that in a second, minus one is competing for the love interest. There's currently only one love interest. There is a chance to add more later on in the game. We may or may not have that happen here. But each player, minus our friend, is competing to find love with the love interest. And maybe they'll find love somewhere else. But the goal is the love interest. That's what gets them the most points. And at the end of the game, there actually is a point system. We will tally up and see who wins. So who's going to be the winner of Valentine's Day? Well, we'll find that out here. Blood, you're going to be really important to the story here. You are taking on the friend role. Let's talk about our best friend, your character.
Blood is muted.
We'll take another run at that here in just a second. For those of you, while they fix that muting, Blood is playing a character named Angel. Angel is a little bit everywhere all at once. They're all over town.
There it goes.
And they're here to help others find love. Blood, is there anything else you want to add to that? Now that you're not muted?
I'm good at this. I swear I'm usually good at this. I don't have my glasses. I can't see anything.
Blood is also blind today, so we're working with a blind.
We're working with a quarter of a person. It's fine.
I could have offered before all of this to do what you're doing. I could have been a good friend.
It's fine.
Great.
I have a desk now with chair. We're making steps up in the world.
It'll be all right. Well, Blood recovers from that. Rev, let's talk about your character real quick. And one of the things we will be doing here in a minute is we'll actually have a scene with each character, introducing them a little bit more. So just a quick... who are you playing in?
So I will be playing Valora Loveheart, and he is the embodiment, like the literal spirit of love in this town. And he has decided that this year he wants to be able to experience that for himself. So he's given himself physical form to try and find love.
Love that. It's going to be very interesting with the physical embodiment of cheer and love on Valentine's Day. So I got a lot of questions that will hopefully answer some of them during this session.
Meh.
Marissa, do you want to tell us about your character?
Yeah, Ada Lucille is, she's a business owner downtown. She owns the craft store. Piece of my art. She's just hoping to get a little revitalization downtown.
Amazing.
Maybe find love.
Right? You always got to keep your heart open this time of year. Sometimes it just finds you.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, Bethany. You are still muted, my friend. There you go.
Am I not muted now? Okay. So, hello. I am playing character Juliet Hart. And she is jiving to take over her family's chocolate business, which is currently run and owned by her great uncle, Harry Hart. And it is a competitor chocolate shop to the love interest's coffee shop. So I will be... I'm a little married to my job. I'm trying to optimize. And I see with all these optimizations and trying to commercialize, using the spirit of the holiday and taking the heart out of Heart's homemade chocolate.
Could be a disastrous path to be on, but maybe, just maybe, with the right good influences, we might be able to put a heart back there. So, those are our characters in this episode, this hometown holiday movie. Now, this game is meant to be played in, it says 2 to 3 hours, which the game describes as about the same amount of time it would take you to watch a Hallmark movie with commercials. So we are looking to play in 2 hours, and there will be 3 acts to this game. The first act is sort of what I call all the meet cutes.
Oh.
We lost Bethany's video, but we're going to keep going for a second here. What I call all the meet cutes. That's going to be each person is going to get a one-on-one with the love interest. And of course, the friend can hop into any scene as they see fit. We're going to start off, though, I think, actually, with establishing Lee has just gotten into the small, sleepy town of Mocha, Massachusetts. And instead of calling a rideshare, they've called their friend, who also happens to work for a rideshare. But you know how small town is. Someone's always willing to pick you up from the airport. They've got, we'll say 2.5 bags, right? Like a backpack, a duffel bag, and a roller.
They definitely aren't planning on staying.
Yeah, it's not enough to stay for long term, but enough that you've got like for a semi long stay, maybe a week or two, right? And so they'll give their friend a call. Angel, when you roll up to the airport, what sort of vehicle are you driving? How do you roll up?
I think definitely I roll up with like an older Bronco model, just because they have a lot of storage in the back. And so I can use that to carry things everywhere.
Now remind me, those older Bronco models, they're 4-door, right?
2-door.
They're 2-door. Okay. Just making sure.
Mm-hmm.
As Lee sees you, you can just see their face light up. They may not be the most excited to be home, but they are excited to see people they love. And there's immediately, as you pull up, you can see Lee will actually take the backpack off their shoulder, slump it on the ground, drop the duffel bag, and go straight in for a big hug.
Oh, absolutely. How's it going, buddy?
Well, I mean, you've heard the news.
Yeah. But I heard they're stable now, at the very least.
They are.
Oh, you are very quiet suddenly. One sec.
Oh, I am very quiet?
Yeah.
That's probably because I spoke in this louder, or this quieter,
It's okay.
higher voice.
I can make you louder.
When I laugh, it's gonna get booming for people. Sorry, y'all.
Where is...
Oh, wait a minute. That's the wrong
Wrong
holiday.
spirit, sorry.
wrong holiday. You're good.
My character's
But-
going to pull out a bow and arrow and shoot everyone.
Oh, God.
With love.
Love! Aggressively! Oh, no.
This has turned into a murder mystery really quickly.
There's no
What
mystery.
sells romance better than murder?
I can think of about 12 things.
I mean, have you seen the movie My Bloody Valentine?
No. No, I have not.
Good, it's not good.
It didn't sound good. Anyway, and you can see them Lee will take a second, and it is cold out.
Yeah.
Not frigid so that everyone is sprinting to and fro, but just cold enough that you can see your breath on the air, and that you want to warm up a vehicle before you hop into it, not so that it takes 2 hours to de-ice, and you'll see Lee breathe out for a second, and say, "It's good to be back, though. I'm just hoping I haven't forgot what I got taught growing up.
I'm sure making chocolate is like riding a bike, right?
I'm sure my dad would say something like that.
You know him. I mean, like... But either way, enough of the sad things. How's life in the big city been?
It's been amazing.
Yeah.
There's so much. You almost forget. There's so much going on, you almost lose yourself in things.
Not really. I've always been in Mocha, but I'm sure it's been fun.
I can't wait to go back, but in the meantime, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
And they'll throw their bags in the back. And as you guys start to pull away from the airport, right? It's I don't think it's snowy roads at the moment. I think they've been cleared. There was recent snow, and so you can see the leftover bits of snow that haven't yet melted. The days are warming, but they aren't yet warm enough that everything disappears quickly. So maybe in the last week you had a light dusting of something. So the roads are fine. You're in no danger of getting hurt. Here's the question. I believe you're also like a rideshare driver, right?
Probably very much a taxi around the city.
Yeah, I think you're one of the few in the small town, and so you kind of just leave it on all the time. It's off anyway. So like, but I think you guys are headed back to town. I do think you get a ping for a rideshare.
Okay. Hey, buddy, Lee, my bestie buddy.
Yeah.
Do you mind sharing a ride with someone?
You sure? Who were we picking up?
And I'm gonna like check my phone, see what the name is.
Yeah. This is going to be a ping from Valora Loveheart.
Valora, you remember her?
No, that doesn't sound familiar to me.
Yeah, me neither. Which is weird.
I thought you knew everybody out here.
For real! I do know everybody! I wonder where they're visiting.
Okay.
Now I have to pick her up.
Also,
Pick them up.
Game Master side... There we go, him. Yeah. I was like, Game Master side note.
It's an effeminate name. It's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, characters wouldn't know. You're looking at a name on an app.
I guess here's the question. Is there a picture on the app? Because
I've never
on most
for Uber or Lyft.
Most
when I
apps,
use rideshare apps... Oh, there's not?
Not on the rider side.
Okay. Well,
Or
you
on
can
the
tell
driver.
I'm always the person getting picked up and not the person driving.
Yeah.
Wow, how's it feel to be rich?
Hey, when work's paying for it, it's great.
Anyway, yeah.
But, yeah. So let's it'll actually be on the way back to town from the airport, because the airport is a little ways outside of town. They never put airports really in town. They're always a few miles outside of town, or ambiguous amount of
Slightly
distance, right?
adjacently, yeah.
They're nearby, but they're never really there. On the way back into town, there is also a Greyhound bus stop. It's one of those in this small town. The Greyhound bus stop is just like at a random gas station.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like its own building. It's just like a cold parking lot. And as you pull up, it's starting to get darker out this evening, and the lights at the gas station are starting to turn on. And they almost put off that cold air haze that sort of happens in this time of year, where there's maybe some steam or something that sort of clouds it a little bit, even though it doesn't quite. It's like a clear night, but they've still got a haze around the lights. And you'll see Valora Loveheart standing, I would say alone, because you may have been the only person to get off this bus for this stop. But in this parking lot of a gas station. You Valora?
Yeah, hi. You guys look lovely.
Well, Mocha in the February.
Which Valora is wearing just like a sort of shirt that's just covered in like hearts of various shades of pink.
A little bit.
And just like your dark blue jeans, and then brown leather shoes that have the same heart pattern.
Lee, by the way, I did not describe. Lee is in like travel sweats, right? Like Lee is the type of person that's like, I got to go through TSA. I am not dressing up. In no way. This like the baggiest sweats I own.
Slippers, that way they can slip on and off.
Yeah, exactly. So Lee will probably, and I forgot to describe that earlier. So Lee will probably look, give kind of a confused look. But thank you. I like the shirt. It's very, very festive.
Yeah, I thought it would be perfect.
It does fit the season.
Yeah, we get a few visitors in here around this time of year. Are you here for the Masquerade?
I am. The Mocha Matchmaker's Midnight Masquerade.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a sight to behold.
Oh, it is. It's so beautiful.
Oh, you've been here before?
No!
Well, I think you're in for a treat.
Are you guys going to town?
Yeah, I mean, you asked for a ride.
Oh, I didn't know that was you. Yeah, just in town. I don't know. Where do people go? Where do people, like, hang out?
I mean, there's a couple of different places.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of people are you for?
Just all of them.
Like, there's a good vibe at the Blissful Bean if you like, well,
That sounds perfect.
coffee.
Yeah.
Evenings they do karaoke and trivia over at Tipsy's Saloon.
We got the crafts section down in the downtown.
I think that'd be perfect. Sounds like everyone's around there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's a beautiful little bed and breakfast down there if you need a place to stay.
You would think about that. Yeah, I think I will.
You booked a trip here without somewhere to stay?
That doesn't seem normal, does it? No, I thought about this.
Why, you must be very adventurous.
I am.
I am.
I can't.
I love
can't
this
wait.
character so much.
All I have written on my notebook is just doe-eyed idiot.
Doe-eyed idiot.
Same, but it's okay. With that, you'll have to. Tuesday nights are. Well, I actually. Angel, do you still do trivia Tuesday nights? Do we still have a crew that goes?
We did. I mean, not a heavy crew that much anymore since a lot of people have moved out, but it's still pretty lively.
We could, if you'd like to join us Tuesday night.
That sounds amazing. Yeah, let's do that.
Awesome. In the meantime, let's take him to Benny's, B&B.
Sounds
Benny's
fair to me.
is
So
a little.
many people go to Benny's for their honeymoons. It's great.
There's always an open spot at Benny's this time of year. And I think they'll drive to I assume Angel will just take him straight there, right?
Oh yeah. We're just kind of vibing. I'll end up like pointing out different things along the way. Add to both of them anything that is like changed in town to
Laura
update me.
like somehow shows genuine, like naive interest in absolutely everything, and also seems hyper familiar with everything that's going on.
Love it.
Adventurous, and you did your research.
It's just, when you just gotta bing it, and then you know everything.
Not everything. There's more to this town than most folks realize.
I love that about small towns.
Yeah, it's pretty great, and you'll see that. I think this will be. They'll sort of get a slight bit detached at this moment. Detached isn't quite the right word, but disengaged as they sort of go somewhere else. And I think this is about the moment that we'll pull up to Benny's. And I think, Angel, would you have texted Benny ahead of time?
Yeah, I would have.
Or
sent a
had
message.
Lee text Benny since you were driving?
I would have had somebody. Benny would have been text either before
Gotcha.
I left the gas station or along the way.
Gotcha. There's probably, knowing you, there's like, you've automated something on your phone to be like, I'm bringing somebody over to Benny's. Boop, hit a button. Let them know we're coming in.
Benny, new one on the way. Treat him well.
Yeah. Yeah. And Benny is out to meet out on the front porch. It's this old, almost Victorian style 3-story house with a veranda on the front, and then the rooms on each floor get their own small balcony, and each has one of those sort of wrought iron little tables with cushions on the chairs. They get changed every season to sort of match the vibe, and also so your buns don't freeze in the winter to the chair, because those chairs are cold in the winter. And you'll see Benny as this sort of portly Hispanic man in house slippers, a t-shirt that says "I Heart Mocha," sweatpants, and like this oversized cardigan that is streaming behind him as he comes out. Welcome to Benny's B&B.
I'm gonna like just kind of pop out the window and sit on the windowsill. Morning, Benny.
Hey, how's it going? Side note, we established that it was getting dark.
Don't care.
Evening. Just letting you know, just for.
Don't care. It's fine.
What's bad at gaming? My goodness.
And Benny will say, is that you got little Lee in there? Is that?
I have 2 fantastical guests. One of them ain't staying here, but yeah, we got Lee back for a little bit.
Lee, it's good to see ya. Sorry for what happened to your folks and all, but it's always good seeing you, especially around the holidays here. Let me know if you need anything. I've always got a quiche ready to send over if you need it. And Lee's gonna look forward. Broccoli cheddar, you know it. And you're just gonna see Lee. I've missed you, Benny. I've missed you. This is Valora, by the way.
So excited to meet you. How's your wife?
And Benny will look at you a little surprised and say, she's doing good. She's inside getting things settled for the evening, but getting the little ones down too.
So wonderful.
It is.
You guys are some of my favorite.
Well, thank you. I think you're going to be one of our favorite too. Now, which of these bags are yours?
I didn't bring any.
Oh, okay. So we can look about getting you set up with something tomorrow.
I'll probably
Okay.
end up stopping by tomorrow to take them somewhere.
That'd be great.
I didn't bring any.
And I think this is where we fade out on Valora for the evening.
As I break everyone.
Oh, amazing.
I have no chill.
Totally good, neither do we.
Look, if everyone isn't shipping everyone with everyone by the end of this, I've done my job poorly. Okay?
You two are my favorite. I fucking love that.
We can't do cameras on with a romance. I'm sitting over here like dying anytime that anything happens. This is bad. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I know. I've played with Mars enough to know the fan hiding face.
At least she has the fan. I'm just like, oh.
I gotta put my water away. I'm gonna like asphyxiate.
Oh no!
It's gonna be bad.
If you die on stream, there's paperwork we have to do.
Don't make me do paperwork. I don't wanna.
I wanna.
But all right, let's keep it moving though. As after Valora is sent off to Benny's, I think Lee and Angel will head on over. Can we go by the shop real quick? I don't. Yeah.
Wherever you need to
I don't
go,
want to
man.
head. Well, I'm gonna need to check out what's going on there, and I've got my old key, and there's not much to go home to right now, so might as well go give it a check out.
That That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, let's go hit the shop.
And it's about that time of year where it's starting to get darker a little bit later, right? We're coming out of the dark season, and but it's just about that time as the light starts to dark that the businesses on Main Street turn on their lighted strings, and so you've got sidewalk trees that are lit up with different colors, and Main Street is aglow.
Pinks and reds and
A little bit, and some just go for a classic white, right? Some will just go for your basic. And you'll see one storefront is full dark, and that is going to be oh god, Dreamy Delights. I named too many things. Dreamy Delights.
There's so many names. Oh no.
It's going to be Dreamy Delights. As obviously the parking spaces in front of it are somewhat empty, even though Main Street kind of fills up as folks sometimes just go and get a hot cocoa from the Blissful Bean, and walk downtown, just looking at the lights and window shopping a little bit until it gets real dark, and then it actually gets cold and folks want to go inside. There, of course, is on Main Street also a diner that's folks will always try to stop into. Just a little local diner, nothing, no 2 a.m. real thing here. It's quiet, right?
Little town shuts down around 8 o'clock in the evening.
And it's somewhere probably around, I would say, 6 o'clock. Just because that's about when it starts to get dark. Depending on where you're at, plus or minus in February. But a lot of the shopping types of shops do start to close down around this time. And as you guys are sort of looking in and as Lee starts to go put in the key to the lock, you hear a voice from down the street reach out to you, and it's Harry Hart, who was always a friend of Lee's parents, despite the fact that they had competing chocolate businesses. He always saw them as good friends instead of competitors. Is that the Troublemakers back together again?
Troublemaker is always such a harsh word. We're innocent most of the time.
We only really got in trouble like the 3 times. That.
And to be fair, that duck was asking for it.
It attacked us first. 100%. And that is the story till my dying day. And you see Harry just give... Harry has one of those very genuine laughs. Just the laugh of a person who lives a life right where they want to be. Just sort of deep and resonant. And you'll hear it's slow too, right? It's sort of a right, which almost felt like a little evil, but that wasn't quite right. But it's got the sort of deep resonant. I'm way too used to having BBG's laugh on stream. But anyway, and behind him will walk out one of our other players. Have you? It's. I don't remember if you ever met Juliet. Juliet, say hi to Lee and Angel.
Howdy, hey, Julie.
Hi, I'm Julie.
Hi.
I've met you both before. But I'm here to work with my Uncle Harry. How are you connected to the town? What are you doing here?
I mean,
I live here. I am the taxi man.
Angel's the best in the business.
I would definitely take your services.
What I will say though is, if they tell you they have a shortcut, say no. The last time we had somebody yak out the window.
Listen. Shortcuts, small towns, bumpy road.
Old Miracle Road is mini mountains, though. You don't take it at 80 miles an hour.
You do if you want to fly. And I'm gonna pat the Bronco. She can handle it.
The Bronco does not have wings. It's a very heavy-bodied vehicle. I'm coming back, helping run Dreamy Delights. You know? Maybe even kick it up a notch, you know?
You see Juliet's body language step back a little bit, because she's identified Dreamy Delights is the chocolate shop across from the chocolate shop she's trying to better. Heart's homemade chocolates.
Yeah.
And she gets noticeably more cold towards sleep. She's like, "Oh, Dreamy Delights, huh? And you're planning
best bonbons in town.
Kick it up a notch? We tell, perhaps, for now. How are you planning to kick it up a notch, from what you're saying?"
Well, I've got a couple of ideas, but we'll have to just see. Some things I learned out in the big city. Have you ever some new flavor combinations maybe? I'm thinking, the truth of the matter though is the Mocha Matchmaker's Midnight Masquerade chocolate competition. That's where you'll see it.
Oh yeah, the Mocha Matchmaker's Midnight Masquerade. I'm very familiar with it. I guess I'll see you there. Even though you've got all this big city education, I've got a few hometown tricks up my sleeve.
I can see. I mean, if Harry's taught you all he knows, you're formidable, right? I will say,
I'd like to think so.
Harry's fudge has always been top-notch.
Ooh,
especially the one with the macadamia nuts and coconut.
This is true.
I like the one with orange in it.
It's a pretty good one.
Right,
pretty good
right.
But, we are...
Those cherry cordials were always my favorite.
Oh, my frozen.
Have a good night, Dennis.
Who are you?
Dennis
Someone should
is-
probably get him home.
Yeah, should. All right. Well, Juliet, it was good seeing you, and I welcome the competition. Just know, we don't take it lightly. Say, Dreamy Delights has been top 9 out of the last 10 years. And I can't let my parents down now. And they're going to look down at that. And look back up. Dennis needs some help. And they're going to
Wandering
cross
through the streets. I won.
cross the red brick street to go help out this old man. Oh, and we lost somebody. That's been defeated.
Oh,
That's my scene. I'm out, guys.
oh no.
Well, this is what happens when you're staying in an Airbnb. Sometimes the Wi-Fi goes wonky on you, I'm guessing. So we're gonna keep moving though to our final person.
Try to switch things up.
Yup.
Just like cut in half currently totally.
It's fine. I am torn. It's fine. So, as Angel and Lee, because Angel will, I'm guessing, inevitably follow Lee over to go help Dennis.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely. Come on, old man. I know you like the croutons, but you can't really chew them no more, man.
Are you still playing Dennis over there?
Oh no, he's yours now.
Oh, okay, cool. Before I took him over, I wanted to make sure. They told me I couldn't have Captain Crunch either.
Yeah.
But I still go for that.
You have to wait for it to turn soggy, though, bud.
That is the worst cereal without teeth.
You put enough Thousand Island on it.
On the Captain Crunch?
No, the croutons.
They're back.
Glad to have you back, friend.
Hello, welcome back.
But you put enough Thousand Island on it.
It doesn't
croutons
really.
will get softer.
I don't really think that's how that works the best, buddy. Like, that's too much ranch.
Not ranch, Thousand Island.
It's too much sauce.
The best part. And Lee is gonna laugh.
It just becomes
It is.
soup.
It is the best part, though.
But soup.
No one eats a salad for the lettuce.
I like the lettuce. And the cucumbers.
Dennis, what are you doing out here tonight? Well, I was gonna go and get a wreath for my front door. But the flower shop's closed, so I think I'll have to settle for maybe a fake one.
Well, we've got, I can't remember the name of...
Piece of my art.
We've got a piece of my art.
Oh yeah. Is piece of my art is still here?
Yeah. New, well, not so much new management, but, different.
Okay. Hopefully it's still got that same candle display that makes the whole place smell good right as you enter. they'll walk a little bit down the street. There, of course, it takes a while because Dennis sort of
Dennis
does
is kinda like
the old man
shuffle.
shuffle. And yeah, and so Dennis at
Oh,
the store. I believe you all right.
yep, we're good.
Okay. Dennis. I think we're getting to the end of the night for Piece of My Art. Ada is, I think, starting closing, but they're not yet closed, right? It's just one of those. We'll close in 30 minutes or so. As you sort of walk in, it's one of those shops that, once again, the candle display is still there. And it is the season of chocolate and love. So the first thing is a display of cards for those who forgot for the season, and candles that hit you immediately with the smell of marshmallow and cocoa. Just putting you right where you need to be to set the mood, right? Dennis will Dennis, you'll help Dennis up to the counter. A wreath, maybe with some hyacinths in it, or peonies.
Well, I have wreaths with, well, I got wreaths with both. I got a wreath with hyacinths, got a wreath with peonies, and I got some from freestanding peonies and freestanding hyacinths. I can stick them into either or, if you're wanting both in one.
And he okay, well, I'm gonna go, and he's gonna sort of bumble off to go look at things.
Now you let me know if you need anything, Mr. Dennis.
I don't think I've met you before. I'm Lee.
Ada Lucille, nice to meet you. Are you, you new? Hi, Angel. Nice to
Hi,
see you.
Ada. Technically he's old to town. Just kind of left us for a bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
good to have you back.
I've been away at the city.
Well,
You gotta-
welcome to Piece of My Art. All your crafting needs. If you're looking to make a Valentine's card, if you're a little bit behind the times, it's geared towards children while their parents shop. Keep them contained in a corner on a padded floor where they won't fall down.
Why do you
I
shove
was
me
about to
there every
clean it
time you
up.
come here then?
Well, you falling down on the floor tends to also make a mess, and I'd rather keep you out of the glitter. So, you know how it is, Amy. I love you, but
But the glitter's fun.
glitter's a mess.
That it is. That explains why you've been slightly sparkly all night, Angel.
Yeah, they slip past
It
me
adds
those
to
days.
my glow.
It
It's
leaves
a
trail.
hell of a glow.
So, what brings you
know-
back to town?
Well, someone's got to run Dreamy Delights for a bit.
Oh, I heard.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. How they doing?
Doc says they should be all right, but they haven't come out of it yet.
Well, it's good to hear.
I'm hoping they always love this time of year, so I'm hoping for maybe a bit of a miracle.
Yeah, of course. Well, with all the magic of the season in the air, who's to say? And with the big shindig later on, maybe a little bit of something will happen.
You never quite know. You said you have some cards like for parents and stuff.
Oh yeah, we've got. I mean, that's more of a DIY station with stickers. The actual adult cards are over there for actual people that aren't, you're not sticking stickers and glitter. Don't look over
Mind
there.
you,
It's over there.
Angel is most definitely over in the kids section making something.
It does look like fun. I think I'm gonna make one too.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, definitely.
And they're gonna pull out, right? I assume it's one of those where it has like scissors, but they're attached to the wall.
Yeah, they're on the like stretchy string. They're like safety scissors. The blade's like this long. Like it's like a little corral station that gated in. Kids can go. Little tiny tables. Your knees are at your ears.
And they're going to make a horrendous card. You can tell there's not much art in their body. Their gusto is there. But it's like a bit like a Valentine's card was created by a serial killer with magazine clippings. You know what I mean? Like, where it's like, oh, that's a lot, and nothing matches for some reason.
Oh, look at that. Just like when we were younger. You still have no
Right.
taste.
Wow, that's it's bold. You made choices. You followed your heart, and that's what really matters here.
You know what? We might have the first roll, I think. Because you are for sure trying to nice town charm this. This feels like a charm type of a thing.
Yeah.
And so this feels like a cheer roll.
Oh no. Okay. I don't add anything
It's gonna
to
be
that.
an easy cheer roll, so you'll have a +0 to cheer.
Okay. Do I roll both dice?
You roll the 2d6,
Okay.
and you're looking for a 6 or above, or above a 6.
Okay.
So 7 or above.
Oh yes. Yes, 8.
Okay. And I'm gonna ask this: is that 2 4s?
No, it was a 5 and a 3.
Okay. 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 So yeah, you can see, then you'll see Lee sort of brighten a little bit. It's got a little bit of all their favorite things on it. You know?
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be able to see that, but all of them all together on one thing.
Angel, you mind blessing this with a little bit of your touch?
I have all of the glitter. And they're just like holding all like tubes of glitter.
A little bit.
No,
a little
here.
bit.
No, here. One, please. I have to sweep when you leave. Thank
I am just the town menace. Fine. Can I at least use like the multicolor one?
you. Yes.
Thank you.
Holding the trash can underneath.
I imagine also that because you were starting to close up, you did slightly sweep this earlier, so this will be your second sweeping of the night.
Yeah. You're lucky I love you.
I'm adorable.
You are. You really are.
You're a menace. But we love you anyway for some dumb reason. It's like Stockholm syndrome or something.
Listen, you can't get away from me forever. You came back.
I tried.
And
you went all the way away and you still came back. What's the hope for all of us stuck here with mortgages and all that?
I
I
think-
bring the happy.
That you do. That you do.
Glitter, glitter, glitter.
Perfect. I think they'll love it.
Well, here. There's a fancy envelope for you. Stick it right in there. None of that glitter will get in your, suitcases or whatever.
Thank you. About that moment, there's a pause, and then you hear like a bunch of wreaths fall over in the next aisle.
Oh dear. Mr. Dennis, y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all later. Mr. Dennis.
I was looking for the one way up. And you see Dennis is like climbed up on some stuff to try and get a high up wreath.
Mr. Dennis, oh dear. Ladders exist, sir.
And I think we will sort of fade out on that interaction. We'll have a small little moment where you see Angel and Lee putting their Valentine's cards by Lee's parents' beds, it's just like a quiet, no sound montage. They're talking to them, but you can't hear what. And that'll take us to Act 2. How's everybody doing?
I did not plan Angel to be this much of a menace, but apparently this is the energy we're bringing. I am who they have to babysit.
It's your energy. It's just you.
Yeah.
What a delight. What a delight this is.
That is the plan, Emerald. I plan to murder with comedy.
In my head, Ada was just like peeking ahead out the window of the store, watching the whole interaction between the hearts and everything happened down the street. Like, ooh, tea. What is happening down there?
It is a bit of a snoop.
Drama.
Drama, yes, please.
Sweeping the front porch, like, what is going on?
Super casually.
I do think that takes us to the beginning of Act 2, which is a local Chamber of Commerce meeting. This is the local Chamber of Commerce meeting where we make sure everything is sort of set for the Matchmaker's Midnight Masquerade. You can see there's kind of a council of business leaders from around town. Benny's there. You've got Brody from Blossom's Graceful Garden. You've got Harry Hart's not on there, but there's a couple. There's the owner of the diner, who we've yet to name. And a couple other folks around town, maybe a school superintendent, right? People that hold sort of influential roles in the small town, but maybe aren't, as important to this storyline at the moment. There's probably... Yes?
Is Juliet there in place of the Hart business, or is she not?
So Juliet will be at this meeting, but Harry Hart and the Harts are not on the executive council of the Chamber of Commerce.
Got it.
But they are commerce.
Okay.
We are, and you can see Brody We're so we are about a week away from the big day. And the Masquerade this year is going to be great. Very excited about it. We got a little few bits of business to touch base on. And I think both the Hart family, by the way, a piece of my art is also here. Ada, you are also part of the Chamber of Commerce. And Angel,
I'm
I think
probably
somehow
there because I'm the taxi of the town, basically.
you're a lot of things, yes.
I'm all over the place.
You are the town's gig economy, yeah. We are in years past, we have had Dreamy Delights has volunteered their services making chocolate for the Masquerade. Obviously, that usually takes a few weeks. This year, that's, as you all know, not possible. Lee, we're glad you're here. We're sorry about the circumstances. So, we are instead looking to turn the chocolate competition into the catering for the evening as well. So, each both Dreamy Delights and Hearts will provide, and anybody else who'd like to be included in this competition as well. But of course, you two are usually the main entrants every year. Our Angel, are you?
Question: does my ban on making chocolate still hold?
Is your ban on making
The ban that y'all placed on me so I couldn't put chocolates in the competition? I've gotten better.
the last time they had horseradish in them?
People put cayenne in chocolate. I was thinking edible glitter.
These gonna look over and don't tell them, but you can help me. It's too late to the competition for us to overturn your ban at this moment. Maybe with a pre-screening phase next year, you might be able to submit.
But how is it supposed to be a surprise that the chocolates if someone tastes it before I put it out?
It doesn't have to be the final product, but it does need to be sort of close. And it's not tasted by the judges, but someone does need to make sure that we don't run off our Hall of Fame chocolate judges by destroying their taste buds again.
No.
Y'all ain't no fun. And they're just gonna like scooch down.
And you'll see Lee kind of get a little bit pale at the mention of the chocolate competition as well, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot. I haven't played anything yet. Oh, it's gonna be a week of just making chocolate. Oh God, I thought I left this behind me.
I got your back. I won't do any strange ingredients in yours.
Thanks, Angel. Remember, we gotta do Mom and Dad proud. Um, let's and the meeting is I think gonna keep going on. You'll find out. The masquerade has sort of 3 phases. There is the chocolate competition. There is a dance-off. And there's actually just a spiked hot cocoa mixer before everything. The blissful bean, Chantel and Ava from the blissful bean make a mean couple of spiked hot cocos, and so they're providing a ton for the town. So, we are, you can kind of see where a problem may arise between our folks. And where, ooh.
We keep having video
that
problems.
that Airbnb
does she
trouble.
want to stay off video? Because if she wants to, I can readjust real quick. Bethany?
I'm good. I actually turned my video off on purpose that time because I lost my pin, so I was going to search for it.
Gotcha. Okay. So, you can see, I think we're gonna need, maybe some, I have an idea for the chocolates this year, Angel.
Oh.
What if we go hyper local?
Like buying everything right here?
Even more so. What if we find things here?
You see Juliet trying to like listen in a little bit and scribbling notes. Lee sees this, and I'm assuming Angel sees this as well. Do they get kind of quieter, or kind of like scoot away from Juliet?
Angel just kind of like pulls one of those like I see you faces.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll let
He sees
follow
that you see.
Lee's, I'll follow Lee's lead on how he proceeds with that.
Here's the trick. That's gonna be a Coco roll to see how clever you can be in listening in, I think. How sneaky and clever you can be for this.
How sneaky I can be. Alright, so 2 dice.
Yes, 2d6.
And be a 7 total. I got a 6 and a 1.
I think this would be an easy roll. I don't think Lee notices.
Oh.
I think we need to go hyper local. Might be a place I know that we could get maybe some truffles, some local spearmint.
Doesn't Abigail still grow those edible flowers? Like the really sweet ones.
Cool. Oh. Yeah, that would be great.
See, all my ideas aren't chaos.
Oh, this is gonna be beautiful. They're gonna have nothing on us.
Juliet's like writing down every single thing that's said.
Angel will like stop by as we're leaving. Don't use it against him.
Ah, so you saw that, but Lee didn't.
Yes, I saw.
Okay. Okay. interesting. I'm just gonna have this to myself, and I will, just take note of it. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You could come with us, right?
I'm with you. I mean,
We could make
Go-
friends.
go somewhere to buy ingredients with other people. That's something I've only ever done by myself.
Well, that's
I mean,
fun.
it would be nice, and it would be a way to not split effort and not have it be so awkward if we show up at the same stores.
Mm-hmm.
I guess
I
if
love
you
the
have
fr-
a space in your car, it would be nice.
Hey, Lee.
That
And Lee is
Nope.
in mid discussion with one of the older ladies in town, and you can kind of see this look of, oh, thank God, I have an exit. 'Cause we've all been caught by that person who's known you since you were a little kid, and they just keep going about this person and that person and how these people got married and this people and this person did
Giving you
that,
the
and so
updates.
has chickens now, and you're like, I don't care about any of this. I understand that it is important to you. I'm trying to find a way out, right? And you can just see Lee go, oh, thank God. And sort of put a hand on the shoulder and say, excuse me. Yeah. What's going on?
1, you're welcome for the save. 2, Julie here wants to go with us when we go chocolate shopping.
You mean like
Ingredient shopping.
yeah, you wanna go out hiking? You don't really seem like the hiking type. Are you sure?
I mean, I'm willing to do anything for the best ingredients. Because when I think about it, and I will say, Lee, I did overhear you say hyperlocal, and I think it's a phenomenal idea. And I think if we join forces a little bit in this hyperlocal idea, we could really bring some hometown cheer and some hometown pride by sourcing local ingredients.
Well, I mean, it's still a competition, but if you want to come trekking with
yeah.
us.
Oh yeah, I just want to get some
This
local ingredients. We're still gonna see who's gonna make the best chocolate out of them. And I'm not gonna go easy.
I wouldn't expect you to. But we've got to. What ingredients are you looking for? Do you have something in mind?
I'm thinking I'd like to source some fresh mint around the area. I'd like to maybe get some safety truffles to add a little umami to my chocolate. Some savory aspects of it. And I also checked my uncle's stores. We're kind of low on the basics. I'm not gonna lie. Like, we just need more sugar. And just basic stuff, as well as I'd like to get some ingredients from the area too. I've noticed, I've kind of picked up since getting here that it seems like this town was once big and booming, and very excited about people are excited to come to Mocha, excited about living here. But it doesn't seem like that's the case anymore. It's like when I talk to folks, they want to get out. And I think it could be really nice to push the fact that living here is a great place to live.
Could be good. Could be, I think we may need a little bit of help on this. Ava. Lee is going to sort of shout out to you through the crowd. Hey, Ava.
Ada. Isn't it?
Ada, sorry. Yep. I mixed up that Ada.
Hey, Lee. Good morning.
Morning. Also, did you bring the donuts this morning?
Oh, I did, yes.
Sure. You're real good. Very good. I mean,
But they're about the only thing I can make, so I'm glad you like them.
right. That raspberry jam is to die for.
So glad you like it. Find one thing, and you get real good at it. That's my motto. One thing, and that's it.
Makes sense to me. Do you grow your own raspberries?
Well, I do, but don't tell folks. They'll come raiding my backyard.
What if we were to make a trade?
Do tell.
So, both, well, actually, Juliet, are you looking for raspberries as well?
It would be nice. I've been thinking about doing a raspberry fudge with a little swirl.
What if, whatever we make, you get first dibs on taste test?
If you're gonna put my raspberries in anything delectable that comes out of either of your stores, I'll give you keys to my house, either of you. And you can raid my backyard for any raspberries. And listen, sometimes if we get real lucky and the summer rains come just right, every now and again, that blackberry patch, sometimes we get lucky. Sometimes we get lucky. I've been coaxing it along. There might be some blackberries in there. I can't guarantee anything. Can't guarantee.
But I love that. Do you guys want to talk more about finding cool places we can find ingredients over maybe a hot cup of something over the Blissful Bean? Hey, Angel.
I'd like that. I haven't gotten a lot of sleep lately.
We're going to the Bean. I'm buying.
Free food!
Nice. Yeah. I hear that. I've been making decorations for this thing in the wee hours of the morning, so. Whew.
I wonder.
I've been poring over notes.
Recipes.
I'm going back into the archives of the Hart family. It's so disorganized.
I can imagine.
Harry never
There's
was
just
one for.
newspapers on shelves.
Yeah, I tried to introduce him to a 3-ring binder at one point. I
Didn't he
think he
break
thought it was
it?
witchcraft. Something like that.
Yeah,
I
sounds
think
like
he
it.
refuses to step into my store because I also tried to introduce him to an accordion folder.
Yeah, that's even worse than witchcraft.
Yeah, he hasn't darkened my door since.
Checked out.
No,
I was offered free food. Let's go get free
Sometimes I even find
Food.
recipes on like weird things. Like napkins is the least weird. There was a wood burned recipe at one point, and it had 3 ingredients. It was for hot cocoa, and it just said cocoa, chocolate, milk, pizzazz
Pizzazz.
on a piece of wood. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know.
Yes. Do tell.
I
What
stopped
exactly
trying to
is
ask him about it.
I
He
gotta
just
ask Harry.
He
what
wouldn't
stirred
tell
pizzazz
me,
with a little bit
even
of.
if he remembered. I think it has something to do with like jazz hands
Yeah, like.
and the way you tempered the chocolate. I don't know.
And he
Not
got the
up to
binder
me.
witchcraft.
The man is a mystery.
But why wood burn it?
I don't know. I think the smoke has something to do with the flavor.
Oh.
I think that's part of the pizzazz.
Oh.
I couldn't tell you. He won't tell me.
Everything's a secret.
He's
with
a hard
that
shell
man.
to crack, my Uncle Harry.
He's in fact a heart shell to crack.
Ah,
No, Lee, that was terrible.
I see what you did there.
That was
Look,
terrible.
I had to say something to get y'all moving. Let's go get some drinks. All right.
I begged for food. I
And,
tried to
Valora-
sacrifice.
I think you are set up in the Blissful Bean when we get there. There's probably somebody local. The Blissful Bean sort of has an honorary open mic where there's a mic system sort of just set up, and somebody who gets feeling a sort of way can kind of just go up there and play sometimes, which is a dangerous thing. Sometimes they gotta ask people to step back down. But this person, you got somebody who just was feeling some sort of way, playing a guitar, sort of in the background.
Is it like sad guitar? Or is it
It's-
just
let's be honest,
ambient guitar?
It's ambient
It's
guitar.
coffee shop guitar.
Okay.
They're amateur, but they're keeping to the basics. You know what I mean? Like,
They're not getting
so it's
crazy.
nothing crazy, but it's not terrible.
My secondhand
Um,
embarrassment doesn't have to work too hard.
Yeah. No. This wasn't supposed to be a cringe factor here.
Okay.
Hart, you make it sound like this town's losing a step.
That's what
Maybe.
I've heard. It
It
just... It seems like people are moving.
As you guys are coming into the shop, you will find Valora just like kind of on a soapbox, just like, guys, you need to put more love into it. This is the time of love. This is when everything gets so magical and beautiful. This whole place is chocolate and love. You've got to have it in your hearts. Some poor barista's like, I just need to know what your order is, man. I just, what do you want?
And Lee is going to see sort of the desperation on this barista's face, and say hi to Valora, and then peek around to the barista. Let's give him the old special. Triple white chocolate mocha with a little extra cinnamon and nutmeg on top.
Okay, well, one sec.
The pups are just complaining over there.
They don't like your description of the coffee.
Apparently not. They just really want the coffee, but we can't give it to dogs, is what's up. They're just like, that sounds great. But Lee is going to lean around and say, let's go with the old, the Dr. Spice is what we call it. It's, you start with a chai tea bag, and then you brew hot cocoa in that. And then you add the 3 pumps of white mocha, And you finish with a heap ton of cinnamon and nutmeg with whipped cream.
Sounds amazing. And then back to the barista. So do you have anyone in your life? Do you have someone special? Are you looking for someone? Not me. Not just like in general?
Well,
Not me.
I mean, fingers crossed.
Hey, it's out there. They're coming.
You're right.
You never know who's going to come through the door.
You're right. I should just go for it.
Exactly.
One second. And you'll see that this
The
like
awkward.
pimply teenager, right? Like very awkward, little too lanky, not quite settled into their size. And they're gonna lean to one of the other baristas. Hey, you want to come to homecoming with me?
And then before the other person can respond, I'm gonna like lean in and give him like the biggest smile. Like, go for it. It's gonna be great.
I can't. Did you just see everyone's face? You
Oh,
see this
why
little
are you
kid
so
get
mean?
hyped up just to get.
Rough. Oh, that's rough, buddy.
Hey,
Oh.
there's someone for everyone. Just
Yep.
look at it like this. If there's someone for everyone, not everyone is everyone's someone. You've got to find your someone.
You wanted a Dr. Spice, right?
Yeah.
Which person are you saying that to, by the way?
Literally anyone I'm standing next to. Who seems to have recognized him when we walked in.
I do believe Lee is going to sort of lean around Valora, say, just put Valora, or Val, if you can't spell it, on the cup. That'll probably do, right, Valora?
Yeah, actually, a lot of people call me Val.
You know, I could see that. So when you wait for coffees, you kind of are... Don't worry, I got your coffee. Actually, I got your coffee. What does everybody want? What is,
Usual. Spicy chai. Give, please.
Spicy chai or dirty chai? Do you want the extra? No, you don't need the extra. Spicy chai, for Angel. What about you two?
You see me like calculating, and no need to buy my coffee. I've got the money I need, and I'll just take
I'm just gonna like
a
bump
tall
her, bump
black
her,
coffee.
arm real
Actually,
quick.
give me a
Just
red
take it,
eye.
Just take it. Just take it. Just take it.
You want a red eye? One red eye. What else? Ada?
Yeah.
Oh, can I, London Fog, please. Thank you.
A London fog. We've got an interesting mix here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just take the classic. It's been a while. Actually, make it mint. And they're just gonna get a sort of classic mint mocha, which no one in this coffee shop actually ever says the word mocha. It is just the classic because it's the name of the town. They're not gonna Yeah.
Get a mocha and mocha.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hart, you made it sound like people around here sort of lost a step. Ada, have you been seeing that?
Well, I mean, yeah, it's. I've been hearing rumors of larger, larger stores competitive to mine, trying to kind of move in. Bigger town, up the road, highway bit. Kind of pull people away. Harder to get people to come in. I've been trying to come up with. I mean, that's why. The card making station that's a newer thing in the last couple 6 months or so. Trying to just find ways to get people to come in and just shop and it's hard. People don't want to stay, and I don't blame them. Slow, it's tired. It's not for everyone, but
I've been checking the census, and that checks out, and that's bad for business. I gotta tell you, less people are just in Mocha physically. Even the people who live in Mocha are now working in the other towns and shopping in the other towns. I don't know if that's the same thing you've seen.
yeah. And tourism isn't even, or over the. Usually we see kind of a holiday season bump. I haven't really been seeing much of that either in the last couple of years. It's getting a little harder.
So this season's Mocha Matchmaker's Midnight Masquerade could
Like, kind of hoping it really brings a lot in. I know it's kind of hard for the both of you, but I know for a lot of other people. I mean, I can only speak for myself and Brody, but we've talked amongst ourselves and kind of making. It's unfortunate what happened to your parents, and we wouldn't wish that on anyone. But the fact that the competition is the catering, and kind of the focus has kind of become the fact that there is a competition. We're kind of hoping that maybe that it being kind of a focal point of this event, it might make it a little more exciting of a time, draw more people in. The whole thing being a competition, and we don't know whose chocolate's whose the whole time. Like the whole time that the whole event is a masquerade, not just the people. The food is also a masquerade.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little.
Angel.
I think with this. Oh, sorry. I think what this event needs, marketing. We gotta get people to come here, and the only way they'll know to come here is if we spread the word. I mean, I don't know the last time any of you all went to one of the nearby towns, but I didn't see any posters or signs or anything to tell folks that this competition is happening.
I couldn't help but overhear your guys' conversation. I think I can help with this.
I love your shirt.
Thank you.
Get that.
It's the same shirt.
Yeah.
It matches her dress. She looks like Miss Frizzle, but Valentine's version.
I made it.
I made this.
It's
Where
amazing.
did you get your fabric?
Fabric?
Never mind.
Okay.
Okay.
I have a knack for bringing people together, though. I can help.
Like you did at the register?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
It doesn't always work for everyone.
Okay. Well, sometimes it's the spirit of the help that matters.
Yes.
What's your idea?
Well, I mean, as they were just saying, we need to get the word out, right? So if we get as many people to know about it, what about is there a local radio?
Radio station?
Yeah.
I mean, we mostly
Is there a
listen.
local radio?
Probably not. Those little towns?
Oh yeah, the local
The
radio.
local podcast. I do think
KZOZ.
there's more modern versions of this. I think because small town, like to think about it a little bit, small towns, radio stations are very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And so small towns generally don't have them, but they do have like a community Facebook page, and there are other ways to do this same type of thing.
Those things.
But
Well, I can get some posters made up, and we can
Dolores,
get
like,
those.
write a 1-paragraph thing on one of the napkins, which he pulls out like a really fancy fountain pen and essentially drafts this like really beautiful manifesto of like love and togetherness on a napkin. So if we just use this, you should, like we can post it online. We can make posters. You can do it. This will do it.
That's you are a poet. It's lovely.
I just don't know if it screams ad.
It well, we can take chunks of this and put it on a poster. It's a little verbose for a poster, yeah. But we can take little bits of it, little and a poster. Yeah, we can. If you guys have chocolate to make, but we can get a poster making crew over to my place. I'm closed for the day because we had the meeting and decoration making. So, I'm sure I can get a team of poster making crew going on at my place.
yeah, I mean, I almost think we need to go bigger. Like,
Billboard.
I don't know how to make a billboard.
Angel, actually, you could be close on that one. Okay, here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Lee is going to detail this plan to create a spectacle. Because the idea of a radio station, right? Like the idea is to make something either go viral or like local news to pick it up, something like that.
Oh, actually, sorry, real quick. I meant to. What I was trying to go for is any kind of a roll, because I do have an ability that says if I roll low enough, the townspeople will help me.
So you were trying to get a roll there. Is that what it was?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah,
I got swept up in the story. We're just following.
You're good. So, do we want to backtrack to you writing there, and let you do I want to say Coco roll?
Sweet.
Let me double
That's
check.
exactly what I needed.
Yeah, Coco, clever and
That's a
knowledgeable.
-2.
Oh no.
I want a bad roll here.
There's an argument for charm, but I think marketing is business sense. So,
Okay, so on the dice.
Did I need to roll for that idea?
no.
This is more the execution of said idea.
Yes. Rev also wanted to roll,
Got
So on the dice, I got a total of 7, but with my Koga modifier, that drops it to a 5. My ability is everyone is charmed by your naivety and wants to take care of you every time you roll a 6 or below after adding your corresponding stat. An NPC will help you in some way other than successfully accomplishing what you're trying to do. So I don't succeed, but I get NPCs help in this now. So I'm bringing people in.
Yeah, I think the person with the guitar had stopped playing and came down off the stage and kind of was walking by and overheard. I'm trying to figure out how to help them and make them help you, but not in the way that you want them to help. Like, because it literally says, but not towards
They don't
your goal.
succeed it for me, but they help me achieve a thing.
Yes. You know, I just like your vibe. Can you you got any rhythm?
I don't know. I might.
Because I need myself a tambourine player.
Oh, that'd be so fun.
And for my next gig, you know, we could meet up and give it a try. Let's just see some rhythm, you know, just tap out a little something on the table there.
Yeah. All right. And she's gonna like try and go for some like rapping on table type of thing. I have no idea like what that would be. So
Yeah. You're good. Not bad. We could. I could see you in the tambourine master over there.
Tambourine.
Yo, it's the tambourine master dog.
That made it worse.
Woo.
Okay. So, but it's time to do something big. What do you guys got for big ideas? All I can think of is like, remember when
We could make a float, drive it through town. Not our town, their town. I got a trailer. I could hook up to the Bronco. I drive over there often enough.
are you guys up for making a float?
I can make a float. Yes, float. Float. Yes.
Big ad.
I think if we make a float, we're going to have to drive it at a good time. If we're
Lunchtime
just
in the
driving
business
it
sector.
around and nobody sees it, good.
What if the float brings people, like it's not a float necessarily, but it's like an escort to the masquerade.
I like where your thought is.
You know?
And I think at this point we'll probably move on to, because we are needing to get to Act 3 here. We are going to start what I consider the montage section. So at any point
section.
yeah. This is where we speed up the act of putting together this float into a couple of different, like, probably rollable things. So, how are each of you?
Does that count as
I
taking my suggestion? I'm sorry. I just realized I was supposed to be doing stuff.
You know what? Yes, I believe it does.
I just remembered I'm supposed to be actually playing this game instead of just shipping people together.
I maybe need one more thing to do a thing. I maybe need 3 more.
I don't know what that means, but that's okay. So, I have an
Also
idea
need
for.
to be.
Yeah.
I would like a part of the montage to be collecting ingredients
Yeah.
Okay. So
for the chocolate making.
yes. So we're gonna have the chocolate making ingredient collection. We haven't used a sweaters roll yet. I think this is probably sweaters, because it is a big hiking trip to go out and get a bunch of these ingredients. So I'm gonna have you make a sweaters roll.
Oh, how this helps. But the skill I chose is crafty. It
Okay.
doesn't say it does anything, but I'm skilled in various kinds of handiwork by running my own business for so long. Whether it's making decorations from scrap materials or fixing a leak, I have on-the-job experience. It doesn't like give me any bonuses to anything for anything, but like I think I can make a float just by myself.
I that's a big deal by
The
yourself. I've
montage
made
is
some
just
floats.
used, like, being a speedster going around a trailer as a float appears.
I am a Lego man.
I do think the quality of the float is really what we're looking for here.
Yeah.
So that almost feels like a cheer roll. I could argue for Coco, but I'm thinking cheer.
Okay. Wait, I have no bonus to that. Okay.
Tony, I rolled a 5, but I have a +1 to sweater, so that brings my total to 6.
Oh no. It is a medium difficulty to collect the ingredients.
Let me actually force you to re-roll that.
Oh, this is.
Because I have a thing.
Oh, I had a different plan.
Oh, okay.
Noticing I couldn't collect the ingredients, I wanted to steal some of Lee's.
Oh. Okay. All right.
Going straight for enemies to lovers.
Wow. Yeah. We'll get to that one in a second. But hold on to that. Hold on to that. And then Valora. I have a feeling you may end up on this float with your guitar and tambourine combo, but that's just my initial instinct.
Mhm.
If you have a better idea, I'm happy to roll with you on it.
Oh no, it's totally that, and probably actually spend a little bit of time with Guitar Guy. One, talking about the season of love and how important it is, and like how it charges everything, and then two, using that thing I wrote to like craft a song to like bring people in.
Yeah. Okay, so you're making. Is it a repeatable jingle or is it like a full length song?
No, it's something that can be done on a loop. So that way, if you listen for about a minute, you'll get the whole thing.
Okay. I just wanted to check in and see what level we were going here.
It's a 13-act, 12-hour love ballad.
Oh, perfect. Okay,
That
so that's
tells
going to
the
be a
story of
14
two
to roll.
tourists.
No, I think this will be a medium roll as well. Yours will be cheer. Mars, I was thinking about switching yours to Coco, but I know you've already rolled, so I will keep it as is.
Okay. I was gonna say I'm helping like make the float, and then also with whoever whatever like chocolate creations are happening, like helping like make them look pretty, like like detailing work, like paint, like helping Lee like paint, like like with edible paint. I don't know how chocolate works.
There's edible,
but like
there's super
like helping with it's been a minute since I've watched baking.
So there isn't a ton of chocolate on the float. I think maybe you guys are passing out like some bonbons or something, like something that is
like two
from a
separate
float.
things. Like I'm helping make the float, and then like later, like at night when I can't like actually be like building something outside, like after they've made chocolate, like I'm helping.
Okay.
With that too, like two separate like I'm crafty, and the decorations for the thing are already done. So I'm like, I want this to go well. My business depends on it.
Gotcha. Okay. What is that? We did do cheers, but like I said, I could argue for Coker there.
I actually know what these stats are. You were saying things to me.
So
I
on
don't
your
know what they
character sheet,
mean.
So you're Heart of Main Street, so you get a +2 to sweaters, a +1 to Cocoa, and a +0
Yeah,
to
I know. I
cheer.
don't know what those mean.
So roll a 2d6, and we're gonna make this a Cocoa roll because you're better at that, and I also find it fun that we got one of each in this. 2d6, add 1.
Okay.
This is for how well you're gonna solve any problems that arise when you're putting together the float.
Okay, that's 10.
Awesome. Yeah, so Angel shows up with this trailer, but it's a trailer that's like been sitting in somebody's pasture for a while, or like somebody's backyard for a while. So like the tires are flat, it's a little rusty, it's a little grungy. So you do have to spend some time just fixing things on it before you can even get the float going. And you're able to get, some tires swapped out. You made a deal with one of the local like hardware store people to get you some tires and get some, that sort of a thing. So yeah, things go well for you. And you can even see one or two, other like faceless volunteer type folks get roped into it. Folks that we probably saw in the scene of the Chamber of Commerce. Valora, what was the number for you?
10.
10. Okay. It is a catchy banger.
Poor guitar guy's gonna have it stuck in his head for the next 6 years.
Let's see. Mocha Matchmaker's Midnight Masquerade. I was thinking about trying to make up a jingle on the spot for this. I'm not going to do that for everyone's betterment. But I really want to. I'm not going to lie to you. But for now, I'm not going to do that. We see the float. That's the word I forgot. The float driving to neighboring towns, and you can see, yeah, exciting, right? You can see that as each town progresses in the montage, more people show up. And by the 4th or 5th town, there's like some news folks, and people are filming and posting it online, and things are going, and you can hear the jingle in the background. Say you don't want to miss the Mocha Matchmaker's Midnight Masquerade. Something. I don't know. That was probably attuned to something that I stole, but I don't know what it was. So, here we go. And you'll hear the singer sort of strumming the same 3 chords to it, and just a gusto-filled tambourine solo at one point. Just right. And you'll see there's a couple of volunteers that you guys help, and then Lee, Angel is driving, and Heart are tossing out slightly lumpy bonbons. Rev, what the heck? Rev just sent me a full song. I'm not gonna ask much. We're not gonna send it out to live because Um, Angel.
Yeah.
Do you take the float on your shortcuts?
Probably not, because most of my shortcuts are back roads.
That'll get you there faster. Maybe you can hit more towns.
That is true. Unless somebody stops me. Yeah, let's go back roads.
I don't think anyone can stop you.
No one else is in the cab.
You're gonna be hanging on for dear life in the back. It's fine.
Angel, go ahead and give me. That's a Coco roll.
Coco?
That's a Coco
Where
roll.
did it go? It ran away. One of my dice ran away. One sec. Whoop. Well, the first one's a 6, and the second one is... You know what? Fuck it. I'm just getting a new dice. Where's a D6? I have so many D10s on my freaking table right now. Blah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm really hoping that this is a very specific number.
And another 6!
It's another 6?
Yes!
All right. I'm gonna have you roll one of those again.
One of them again? Okay. Earth Nation. 4.
Yeah.
What does this do?
That's happened.
So you have triggered a plot twist.
Oh.
Yep.
A second act plot twist in the middle of the montage? This is great.
A second act plot. Yes. And so about the third or fourth town, it begins to snow. Just quieting the world around, and letting folks sort of focus in on what matters. You know, the street noises and the dogs barking and all of these things are softened. And instead, you see more people showing up as schools are starting to be let out, and you can feel some of the anxiety about this masquerade working, this plot that you all have concocted working. You can feel like maybe this will be the best year yet. And now we head to Act 3.
Were we gonna come
meanwhile,
back to the theft?
Yep. That is the very beginning of Act 3.
Oh.
While everyone is sort of the float is being taken home. Heart. This is your opportunity. You know that Angel and Lee are headed to trivia tonight. You know that they will not be at Dreamy Delights. And it's your time to see what supplies they have and see if any are worth your while.
So I tried to hike a certain location to get mint for a special concept I was developing, and I couldn't get there because I was exhausted. So I thought, Lee has some mint. And so I peek through my blinds across the street. And knowing that everyone else is away at trivia, I see Lee's shop is dark, or the Dreamy Delights. I, full on sneakery and try to go around back of the shop. And then what am I rolling, Tony? Do I need to, like...
So how are you going into this? That's the question. Because this is for sure not a
okay.
cheer roll. That's the one it's for sure not. Because it's not holiday spirit, all right?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go around back and try the back door to Dreamy Delights. I want to know if Lee has left it unlocked.
So, let's go ahead and make that a sweaters roll.
Okay. 2 and a 5 plus 1, so I've got an 8 total.
Okay. That is going to succeed.
Okay.
Around the back of each shop is a little like fenced in area, right? An area that they can keep some things outside, but it's not open to the public, right? And so you kind of had to scale the fence to get up over. And that outside gate was locked, but the door to the outside gate, well, most people don't seem to think to lock that one. You're inside of Dreamy Delights.
Ah. Okay. So I go over to the refrigerated section where I'm assuming Lee stashed his collection of fresh herbs from the area, looking
Yes,
for mint specifically.
There is a giant bundle of spearmint.
I see it, and I proceed to try and take enough that it doesn't look noticeable.
Okay.
And so there's a bundle, right? And I try to take like a half handful from the back of the bundle.
Okay. You can do that.
Do I have to roll for that, or do I just succeed? Super
I mean,
sneak?
pulling mint from a bundle is a really difficult maneuver.
Is that?
No, it's not. No, you can just do that.
Okay.
You accidentally plucked a strawberry.
Yeah, you accidentally end up with onions. No. You can absolutely just pull out some mint.
Okay.
Right,
I've
no
got
one is
some
here.
mint,
You can do it as
and now I'm gonna
slowly as
try-
you need to.
Okay. So I'm gonna pull out the mint. I'm gonna try to rearrange everything so it looks like no one has been there. Cover up my theft and my sneakery. And then I'm going to try and leave the shop through the back again and go back to my shop. And then try to make a specific type of chocolate with the mint.
Okay.
That I know that Lee is not making. Let's just say it's like a mint, because I noticed he doesn't have any bark in his lineup of chocolates.
Sounds good. All right. You can absolutely make that.
All right.
Now, we are fully in Act 3. Now, Act 3 is kind of interesting here. Act 3 is sort of our resolution arc. You all have tried to address problems in Act 2. And now we gotta let it ride. So now is where we see small montages once again, or little moments. I think Lee will bring coffee over to Ada, who is working on decorating. And Angel, of course. Angel is
Angel's everywhere.
Angel is driving. Right, like it sounds cute, but Lee is literally roping Angel into everything. So you been up all night getting ready for this thing?
I don't think I've slept in a week, if I'm being completely honest, but at least the venue looks nice. Or it will, when I'm done.
Looks plenty nice already.
It does. It looks pretty good. London fog?
You remembered. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Not every day someone builds a float to carry around a tambourine and guitar. The more I say that, the more wild that sounds.
Yeah, this has been, one of the... Well, I don't want to say strange, because that has a negative connotation, but, different weeks that this town has seen in a while. You might have something to do with you being here. Could also have something to do with Laura making speeches on every corner in town.
That has been unique this year. It's like that time that the those like evangelists showed up in the like weird robes and started passing out books to people.
Oh yeah. They still do that, if you were wondering.
Oof.
They usually wait another month though.
It's wild.
Yeah.
At least they wait until after the season is over.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna be pretty tired after all this, right?
Heavy when am I not tired? End of business.
Well, I hope you get time to enjoy the Masquerade.
Oh. I'll be there with bells on, hair done, mask in place, eating chocolate to my heart's content. I'm not missing a moment.
Oh, that reminds me. I've got chocolate to make. Finish. Okay. Well, I'll see you there.
Yeah. Save me a dance, right?
A little rusty, but if you're willing to get stepped on, sure.
I think my toes can handle it.
Sounds good. But yeah, I'll see you there. Angel, you ready?
Yep. We taking this out one last time, or just heading home? I have pretty much been camping at your house.
Yeah. Well, I feel like they've both been camping at the chocolate shop. It's been like this weird slumber party in like a back closet or something. Like I actually no, I said like chocolate is one of those things that sometimes you gotta do like 24 hours where somebody is monitoring.
Mm-hmm.
Like chocolate
Yeah,
takes a
they're
while.
just kind of like camping out in the kitchen somewhere.
Yeah, so I feel like there's a spot, maybe a loft up above,
Mm-hmm.
where actually that makes the most sense. Lee's family lives above the chocolate shop. This is the
is now
easy
the
answer
thing.
here.
Ta-da!
Yeah. This was not a plan, but this is the truth. This is the world truth right here. 100%.
This is the truth.
Why would they not? It's a small town.
I'm gonna say it's the same for the Hearts. Juliet's also been living above the chocolate shop and making chocolate like constantly.
For Laura, I guess the question is, what are you up to right now?
If you don't have an idea, I can most definitely have said that Angel pulled you into decorating this shit with us.
Actually, no. I'm gonna, when I've got some like time, I'm gonna be wandering around finding, like, just looking for people that it doesn't look like they're feeling it, and just gonna like spend some time with them, and kind of get really deep. Certainly there's some people that have lost loved ones, and so this time of year is really hard. So I'm gonna like help them through that sort of stuff.
Just to see, just give me a cheer roll.
Nine.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to help quite a few people. In fact, it's wild. We phase back to sort of a flashback is the actual word here. Flashback to the coffee shop and the guitarist. We sort of lull out or mute out all the voices in the coffee shop, and you can hear the words of the song that they were actually singing. And it's this bittersweet, like something that you can tell like they're dealing with some shit. And so they are somebody that you dig into even harder, that you like pour into even harder, and you're able to help. You kind of there are a couple of folks in the I feel like older folks can get a little bit in on the matchmaking train, and quite a few of them are, but it's like the mid ages, like recently divorced folks that are really roughing it right now, and so there's a couple of those that I feel like you find your way into like some little like heart-shaped chocolates and candies and things like that, and you're just going around town sort of presenting it to random people on the street like, hey, you, this made me think of you, I like your hair, don't forget the love is out there. Amazing. And I think Lee, as Lee is getting probably their 37th coffee of the day at the Bean. You still at it, aren't you, Valora?
Oh, absolutely. It's always the right time to talk about how great love is.
It's weird. You're nothing like anybody in this town, but somehow it almost seems like we needed you.
Honestly, I always feel like there's just never enough. Like, you can always do more. So I just wanted to be here for it.
got a good heart. You know that.
Thank you.
Um, and I, well, we'll see how it goes. I've got a lot to do before tonight. You're gonna be at the Masquerade, right?
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't miss it.
If you don't have a mask yet, I think Ada has some in their shop. Or actually, their shop's closed, so there's probably somewhere in town you can get some masquerade masks. I'm sure.
He's going to pull out from seemingly his back pocket, but it is essentially like a Hershey's Kiss shaped mask.
Adorable. I love that.
Adorable.
And then last, you'll see Lee stop into Hearts. You ready to get wrecked?
Oh, you know it. You hear like scratches from the back, and then
Did she already
Juliet
get
comes
wrecked?
out with just like,
I don't know. We may need to go check on him.
"Hey, it's a process."
Crash bang is usually
And
not
the
a part
Hart
of the
family
process.
tradition. A Hart family tradition dictates that if your kitchen and you are as clean as your chocolate looks, didn't do it correctly. There's like cocoa powder on her face and like flour, it just covering her. But you don't understand because flour does not go in chocolate, but it's present.
Right.
And
Lee's gonna be like, you got a little bit.
It's probably powdered
little bit of
sugar. There we go.
Here, and they'll grab one of like the little like bar towel type clean, and just and go wipe just a little bit off. There you go. Just because the kitchen needs to be messy doesn't mean you got to be covered in it, right?
oh my. He's taken aback, and then Juliet starts to feel guilty a little bit for stealing mint. And to compensate for her inner guilt, she decides to let Lee try the chocolate she's been making before the competition. So she goes back into the kitchen and brings out like a couple of her different types bark that she made. She's also got like fudge raspberry with a raspberry swirl. She's got an assortment of bonbons. There's like a white chocolate caramel brulee thing going on as her show-stopping piece. That's kind of what her lineup looks like.
And it is a delightful chocolate. It's fantastic. Lee and Angel. I would say Angel. I don't know your feel on chocolate. I assume you are a big chocolate fan, but
Rob, yeah.
like,
Just because they've been banned on entering into the competition does not mean they have stopped experimenting at their own collection. They have like a whole collection of spicy, different types of spicy chocolates.
This is great.
Juliet gives it to both of you and says, "What do you think?"
This is fantastic. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be upset losing to something like this.
I like the zing from the mint. It's always better when you use fresh mint.
It is. It is better. That's why we went and picked it, right?
The guilt is starting to show on Juliet's face. And I don't know if you pick up on it.
Lee is
I feel like
unobservant.
Angel may. Yeah.
I mean, would I have to roll to notice?
Just for fun, yeah. Like make a Coco roll. So weird to say a Coco roll. I'm not gonna lie, but it's great.
I don't know what it is with these dice, but it's 8, 2 4s.
Ho. Give me another roll.
Ooh.
It'll be really fun if it's a third 4.
What's even worse is it's my avatar dice.
Amazing.
That's a 6.
It's a 6th. This is
6?
this is I think great. And okay.
I don't know how you're gonna do that one right now.
Oh,
No,
easy.
Okay.
As so Lee is looking at Juliet. He goes, well, there's a lot to be done. Got fresh pieces to add, so I won't take up too much of your time. I just wanted to come and say good luck. And like I said, it's good to know that no matter who wins, it'll be somebody worthwhile, you know?
Okay, so this I don't know if Angel, did your roll like succeed?
I don't know.
I forgot to tell
did
you
you-
guys.
You'll never know. It's fine.
You know what? It was becoming obvious. What did you roll? You rolled 2 4s, and what was
So
your
is it-
modifier?
1. So it's 9.
Okay. That'll do it.
What's up with the face, chum?
At this point, knowing that you know, and then like the way that Lee is like getting more and more despondent while eating the chocolate, Julia just caves and just like out of nowhere she bursts out, I stole some of your mint. To Lee. And then she like, keeps going because she's shattering, and she's like, I really needed this, and the shop really needs this, and we've been losing money year after year, and that's the only reason Harry called me in, and we're about to go out of business, and I really needed this to succeed, and I couldn't make it to the mint patch, and I just really needed some, and your gate was unlocked, so I took a little handful to make the bark.
You can see Lee deflate. Well, I mean, you used it well. Angel, we've got some plans to change. And he's gonna turn and head out of the shop.
I'm sorry.
And then as he like walks out, I'm so sorry. And then I said, Angel, can you stay a second? Do you stay or you follow Lee?
I'll stick back for a little bit of time, but I'll pretty quickly follow Lee.
I call out to you, do you know how I can fix this?
it's too late to get more ingredients. Because, we're about to start making the big batch. But,
What if you used like half my bark as crumbles for something?
I can offer it to him for sure. Do you have any
Yeah,
of
just
the,
please.
the stuff that just I'm going into sciencey terms, the distillant, what you distilled from the mint down?
The like essence, like the
Essence.
Let me check.
extract is the word.
She
Extract.
rushes back. Extract. She rushes back behind, and it turns out she does have some super pure extract left over because she didn't need it all for the bark. She said, "Here, just take this, and here's all of my extra bark stock if he wants to use it as a crumble for one of his creations. I feel terribly, and if this can help make it right, then that's what I want to do." So she hands you some of the extract and then like a large portion of spearmint bark.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I'll tell him you sent him.
kind of ushers you out.
Okay, well. Go running over. Lee, I got presents.
As soon as you enter the Dreamy Delights, you can hear clanging and just absolute chaos going on in the kitchen.
Yeah. Buddy?
And you'll see them pop their head out, and there's already a mess.
Yeah.
Like,
I got mint extract. From the mint.
right. They can keep it. Like, it's not.
She wanted to send it over. At least she admitted what she did instead of leaving us with, why are we suddenly short this much?
I wondered, but here's the thing. I'd done the math, and if we were gonna do the other plan, we needed all of it. Just
What?
barely had enough.
What if we tone down the mint and focus more on the flowers?
I guess I don't know that it's worth it.
It's worth it.
At
least worth a try.
It's just chocolate, though. It's not.
Yeah, but you were excited about it before. Don't let one road bump derail your whole thing, man. Like, hell, if I did let that happen to me half the time, I wouldn't be doing half the things I'm doing now. Do you know how many times I've had to rebuild that Bronco engine? And I know I'm a reckless driver when it comes to the dirt roads. But she purrs. She goofed up. But she admitted it. And in whatever little way, is trying to make up for it. Also, she said some of her bark to use for crumbles.
Okay. It's really late, though. We gotta.
Super late. That's why we need to get to work.
Do you know what? I have a better idea. Can we get out of here for a little bit?
Okay. Where are we going?
holiday isn't about chocolate. We're going to go see the people we love. And I think you all will take off in the Bronco and find your way to the hospital. Still sitting there are the Valentine's Day cards that you made a couple of days ago. And y'all are just gonna stand in silence for probably a few minutes at the minimum. They're the reason all of this worked. I never got it. I had ideas and I was going to school for business and some of these other things, but like, you lose sight of it, you know? I just want to make something as good as they are, you know?
If there's one thing I remember about specifically your dad, it's that everything you made always made him excited.
You know what? I think I have an idea.
Okay.
Oh, and we lost.
And
Okay.
we lost her again. Oh no.
I have the hiccups too.
We're gonna do a chaos special. And I think that's where we'll cut before the Midnight Masquerade. As the Midnight Masquerade comes in, you'll see it is first and foremost a dance and an event. And you'll see it's like held in a high school gymnasium, right? Like it's, you know, but it has done an amazing job. And all of our main characters are there, each in their own roles. And the first one I think we're going to resolve is Valora. Valora has been spending all week spreading love and joy to those who need it in town. And it's funny, the person that needed them the most was someone they accidentally bumped into, not someone they tried to bump into. And as Valora is standing just basking in the love that is the Masquerade, there is a person who comes up in a, like, the mask of we will say a jaguar or something. They've got like a cat mask on, something that made them feel courageous. And it is Guitar Guy. Well, Laura, can I
Absolutely, that would be delightful.
And as they start to slowly dance, with this odd rhythm that only the two of them seem to be on beat with, there's this moment where Guitar Guy looks down at Valor and goes, "I'd almost given up on this town, on this place, and decided to head out. And then I met you. And I don't know what tomorrow holds. I don't know what the next 10 minutes hold. But you showed me what it's like to just live in this one. And I'd like to live in a few more with you, if that's okay."
It would be so amazing. Yes. Sorry.
And they are going to lean in for a kiss.
Bam.
Perfect.
Lock it in.
We'll fade.
Just the three of us absolutely losing it. It's fine. It's fine. It's good. We're fine. Emerald's losing it with us, so like there's that. It's so cute.
It's adorable.
As soon as
It was
the
really a plot twist too.
was an NPC as a love interest, I went, I know exactly who this is. Let's go.
Also, I also love the fact that at some point there's going to be the reveal for this guy, who's already dealt with one heartbreak, that his new romantic interest is essentially a deity that won't be here forever.
Hey,
Correction.
that's at least the third movie in the spin-off series. So we'll get there. So next, I think we go to the chocolate bars. And you can see just this elegant display from Hearts, where each piece has been sort of color coordinated and put up. There's different levels of like risers and things like that. And just people are enjoying the chocolate. And it's fantastic, right? I forget all the chocolate you described earlier, I'm not gonna lie, but I know mint bark, we had caramel something, but I don't remember what. So if you wanna help me through this, I'd love that help.
Got you. So, I made mint bark, which is beautifully broken up into what looks like little logs to do kind of a nature-esque thing along the bottom here. And then caramel, or not caramel, but like milk chocolate fudge with red rivers, making kind of like a river through the woods, the bark woods. And then on top, I've got leaves and what appears to be like birds that are made out of white chocolate with creme brulee. You can tell that there's been spun sugar, and it's beautifully arranged and decorated and immersed with the chocolate. So it starts from like the ground of the dark chocolate bark, trees, and river of the red raspberry, and at the top you've got a mishmash of birds and nests and spun sugar and white chocolate and caramel.
And
Think
there's
Willy
just-
Wonka, new movie.
Okay. So there's just this intricate and vivid display. And across the way from it is the competing display from Dreamy Delights. And as you walk up, the first thing you see is seemingly spray painted on like a tablecloth. is just though we're actually we'll get to that in a second. So this is chaos. It is a mishmash of things. There's crumbled up mint bark with a little placard on it that says donated by, Hearts. There is little like pretzel pieces and little caramel bits and just bits and pieces of this what would normally be put into chocolate, but each one is labeled with something, right? The crushed up hazelnuts dusted with a little bit of chili powder are labeled Pop's favorites.
Love that.
The pretzel with little bits of caramel hidden in are Mom's sweet treats. And there are little bits and pieces here. Each thing, and none of it quite makes sense, right? There's a chocolate fountain in the middle, and things to dip in it. And above, spray painted on a white tablecloth, is love is about the people who matter. The sweetest thing in life. And at the very end, you can dust every piece with edible glitter. That, of course, is Angel's contribution.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
And it actually says at the very end, Angel's dusting.
You can't go putting heroin on the cupcakes.
Don't tell him. We'll be a
Dennis will,
hell of a party.
heroin!
And as the chocolate competition comes to an end, you can just see Lee looking proud as can be next to their thing. Give you a wave, Juliet. And as the judging comes down, and the winner of this year's chocolate competition, Hearts Handmade Chocolates.
Juliet just looks not like very almost despondent because she feels like she didn't earn it. They say, you know what? I could have never made what I made without the assistance of Lee and Dreamy Delights. And even though the piece I brought is beautiful, I'm surprised that you didn't subtract me points because my flavors are super unbalanced. The mint is so strong that it actually caught on everything else, and the rest of it just tastes like mint. But I don't feel like I've earned it. And I think you're looking way too much at appearances, and you're not actually judging the substance and the real essence of what this is all about. So, Lee, if you would accept, I think you really actually won. Because chocolate's not about the glitz and the glam. It's about sharing with your loved ones. And she goes over and holds out the award to Lee.
Lee's gonna take a second And is that there needs to be a mic here, so they're gonna find a way back to stage for this next bit to work. Or we're gonna have it. You know what?
Drag her with it.
Heart and Angel is gonna get dragged up on stage.
Oh no!
As well.
I don't want to be a part of this.
These chocolates. None of this is about how good it looks, or there's a study we learned about that talks about eating a piece of chocolate. And I don't know if you know, when you eat a piece of chocolate matters as much as the piece of chocolate itself. It is said that when somebody is having a good time and they eat a piece of chocolate, it is measurably sweeter and better. They'll ignore the flaws. Whereas if they're not having the greatest time, it's more bitter. The flaws are more glaring. And that's true of us. But there's no one in this world that I would rather eat chocolate with than the people of this town. You all are what matters, and I can't accept this award. I put up a chocolate fountain, for God's sake. Anybody can do that. So if you can't have it and I can't have it, then the only one it can go to is the people of this town. Mocha has won this competition. And they're gonna turn and give you a hug. But I've got one more person to thank. Well, maybe a couple, actually. This design was actually inspired by somebody who doesn't ask for a lot of attention, by somebody who does a lot of work for this town, and I don't think gets enough credit. But they're really important. Ada, we couldn't have done this without your inspiration. And they'll hop down from the stage and find Ada in the crowd. You're the one that gave me the idea. That sometimes you don't need to be right. Your heart just needs to be right. That's why the card station you have works. And I was gonna go back to the city next week after all of this, and we could shut down the chocolate shop for a while, but I don't know that I want to anymore. But I think I'm gonna need some help redecorating. Would you mind helping?
goodness. Well, Mocha's always been lucky to have two really wonderful chocolate makers in it, and it would be a shame to lose both of them. I would be honored if he'd stay.
Sounds good to me. At this, he's gonna look up and say, yeah. There's that's sort of like a bit of quiet over the crowd. He goes, that's for sure enough attention on us. Y'all want to get some music in here, or?
I indirectly won! Just out of the
I
back.
didn't hear anything that Blood said. I think your mic cut out because you yelled.
Oh, 100%, but stream heard me. It's Angel yelling from the stage. I indirectly won!
And as the music kicks up, Lee will look at you and go, still got room for one more dance?
I was saving it for you.
And I think that's where we fade out, is in this this moment. And of course, because of the Hallmark movie, at the end of the dance, in slow motion, they kiss.
I love this.
Oh my gosh.
How's it doing? Everybody okay?
Oh my lordy.
That had a lot more suspense than I thought it was going to.
That was so cute.
So now we get to figure out who actually won this game.
Right.
which is a wild extra thing that we are now doing. I will say, I think we all enjoyed it, so I don't think anybody lost.
No.
But there are points to be tallied, so
Okay.
there's
Chad
a couple of things. Emerald, chat, everyone over there who is cheering us on right now, for sure won. We're very excited. So there is I have some points over here, but each of you had a secret objective. Should we actually so let's start with the basic stuff. For scoring, there is I had points based on how people did in the basic scenes when they did things or said things that were either perfect in that stereotype, like their role, or did things that really resonated well with the love interest. So I've got some scores here. I'm going to keep those to myself for the moment. But we're going to start scoring with the basic easy stuff. So +5 if a player had a final kiss with the love interest. So Ada gets +5. +7 points if a player completed their secret objective. We're not there yet. +3 points if a player ended up with another player. But we didn't have that. +2 points if a player ended up with a non-love interest NPC. Actually, I forget. No, Valora had a love interest, so that's a +5 to Valora as well. I forget. We made that NPC a love interest. So now, secret objectives. What were your guys' secret objectives? Because I don't know what they were.
I'll go with mine. Make at least 10 puns. I wasn't doing it.
Go ahead.
No.
I
knew I
seems
was
like
gonna fail
something you'd
that.
have
Were
done
you
anyway, though. Why
refusing?
weren't you?
No.
Were you
You could've
refusing on
easily
principle
succeeded.
or?
On principle.
I adore you.
No. I get surrounded by puns by these motherfuckers all the time. I'm not adding to it.
Absolutely. Bethany, what about your secret objective?
Okay, so I need a ruling on like the technicality of it.
Okay.
My secret objective was exploit the love interest to advance in the workplace.
Ooh.
I think so.
Another one of the secret objectives that wasn't what mine was sabotage a competing business.
A little bit of both. That's amazing. So
Yeah.
so you only get one secret objective as far as I understand. So we'll give you the one.
Yeah, definitely.
Valora,
Okay.
what was yours?
Mine was, let me get the wording on this. Teach 3 NPCs to love the holidays even more than they already do.
I'm going to give you that.
I had 2 maybes until the cutscenes when I got to go around the whole town. And I was like, that's done.
Yeah.
Montaged that one.
Crushed it. And then Ada.
So mine was make a long-term improvement to your business. And I don't know if like being the decorator at the thing counted for that or not.
Yeah, I don't know that either.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no. There's an argument that like doing the float and doing all the decorating and all that like increased, but
Yeah,
it
I don't know
wasn't
that
like-
was like a specific like I did a thing that was I don't think it was specific enough. Yeah.
So, now, and I tried to keep track of this best I could. This, the other thing is the friend, of course. So the friend gets +3 points for each love interest beyond the first. So, Angel take an extra 3. I'm not 100% sure how that works, but it works apparently.
All of the love.
And then you'll earn or lose as many points as a player does when they act on advice you'd given. So I think we had 2 instances that folks acted on your advice.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna add another 2 to that. And then to finish this off, Valora, I had 4 points on my own scoring metric here. Heart, we had 3. Ada had 6. And Angel had 3. I have no idea what the scores are. Because I did not keep track of any of that. Honestly, I was just focused on telling a good story.
That's fair.
I don't know my own total then.
What is everybody's total?
11, I think.
Okay,
I have a question again.
11.
Did I
Okay.
get anything besides the objective? I didn't
Did you-
hear you.
You got your... yeah.
Did I score anything besides the secret objective?
You did the 7, and then there was my scoring at the end. Do you have both of those?
Have your scoring at the end.
Okay. My scoring at the end gives you an extra 4.
Okay.
Or 3, sorry, 3.
Oh, that does make a difference.
It does. But I read the wrong thing. So, what'd you have for a total?
I had 10. 7
Okay.
plus 3.
Okay, and Valora.
So I had 5 for Kiss the Love Interest,
Yep.
7 for Secret Objective,
Yep.
which already puts me in the lead, and
does,
then
yeah.
4 from you. I have 16.
Yeah. Valora comes in as our winner.
Is it cheating when you're the spirit of love?
I would say, as the spirit of the holiday, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It does make a lot of sense.
That's correct.
Thank you all for
I'm better at love than all of you.
Says the one.
This is my first
Okay.
successful
Thank you all
TTRPG
for
romance.
coming and playing. This was a blast. This was a lot
This
of
is
fun.
amazing.
I very much enjoyed this, and I hope you guys each enjoyed being on here. This has been the One Shot Wonderarium. For those of you who have social media presences, where can folks find you? I know some of you do not, and that's okay. So you could just say pass. Or actually, for those of you who do not, what is your favorite cheesy Hallmarky romance movie? I'm gonna take the early one, and the one that always comes to mind for me is Always Be My Maybe. It's not really cheesy. Who has theirs come straight to mind and is ready to go?
I like 31st Dates. It's not Hallmarky, but it's fucking adorable. And I know.
Is 31st Dates separate from 51st Dates?
Or 51st Dates, sorry.
Or is it the Adam Sandler one?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know why Brian said 30.
You're good.
Yeah, 51st Dates. It's fucking adorable and hilarious. Anyway, I am Bloodless King. You can find me here on Roll for Respawn, and then on my own channel for Twitch as a PNG tuber. You don't see my face there.
Woohoo! Awesome. Who's ready to go next?
I can go. I don't have a favorite Hallmark movie because what I do is I just turn on Hallmark and I watch whatever is on, and I enjoy it every single time. That's my thing,
So
especially
everything.
around the holidays. Everything. The answer is yes. I do not have an online presence. This is my inaugural streaming event. This is the first time I've ever been streamed.
Wow.
So there is no online presence, but maybe you'll see me again on this show. We'll see. The world is crazy.
Do it.
Marissa or Rev?
Yeah, same. I just kind of pop anything that looks remotely cheesy and follows the same recipe on, and I am bound to enjoy it. But yeah, one that really I know that I really like and isn't necessarily Hallmark is The Holiday. I can pop that one on every year. Like it's not Christmas until The Holiday comes on. And yeah, I am online, but I only lurk. Do not perceive me. And yep.
Do not perceive me.
Well, thank you for being perceived for the show.
Yeah.
It's been a blast.
Hey, come back if I'm invited back. It's just fun. Love you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And Rev, where can
Yeah.
folks find you?
So, one, I'm Segway Rev. You can find me here on R4R and in other places. Google exists. Just look for me. I'm great. I show up on many people's streams. Occasionally, they even want me there. It's cool.
He just kind of like appears like a fungus. We can't get rid of him.
The fungus among us. And also not a Hallmark movie directly, but definitely in the vein. I think my favorite right now is actually the Netflix movie Red, White, and Royal Blue.
I have that book, but I haven't read it yet.
Ooh. See, Sky told me it was a book, and I can't read books, so that means nothing to me.
I found audiobooks as well, so I will absorb that story somehow, but I haven't yet.
Weird thing I just learned. I can't hold my attention on like novels anymore. But I was reading a nuclear physics text from the 50s the other day, just fine.
This has been, you can find me online at Tony Will Edit on mostly TikTok. I keep trying to branch out to other things and then
The TikTok
having just
clock
too
app
much
just keeps
going on.
Pulling you back in.
Yeah, it's a lot to do every social media all the time, and I have other things going on. So TikTok is where you can reliably find me. Of course, here on Roll for Respawn, and playing with my friends here. So it's been amazing. Thank you for watching the One Shot Wonderarium. I've still got a lot of TTRPGs, so don't worry. We'll be keeping going. Next time, we're looking at playing Babies and Broadswords. That's right. Rugrats Dungeons and Dragons is the vibe we're going for. So you don't want to miss that. And it is a full cast of guests coming out for that episode, assuming nobody has cancellations. So it should be great. I'm very, very excited about it. So we'll see you back here. That'll be on March 9th. So in the meantime, make sure you give us that little follow, that subscribe, and let folks know that you had a great time here. That's the way we grow. And that's the way we tell more and better stories. So help us have fun. That's all I got. Y'all have a great. We love you, and we'll see you next time, okay?
Bye.
Good night.